Hey everybody, it's Chris here again. So, if you've been keeping up with me lately, I've been talking about circle skirts and stuff, right? So, anyway, in some of the videos back and forth, like I think in the most recent couple of videos, I was talking to someone, one of my viewers named Half Left Dawn, and after answering a question or whatever, she suggested that there was this really quick easy website that you could use that will show you how to do your circle skirt patterns basically, but it will help you calculate your measurements. That way you could do the type of circle skirt that you want to do. So I went and checked out the site. It looks really cool, and I'm going to show you my screen and how to use it. Okay, hopefully there's not going to be too many lines in the camera or in the video or whatever, but just bear with me. I'm gonna show you how to use it real quick, okay? Alrighty everybody, so this is the By Hand London site, and it is literally BYHAND, byhandlondon.com, okay? So it's a very pretty site, and it looks like they have little patterns and stuff that you can buy that they make themselves. And so if you're up here at the top on the basic page, on the home page, you can click Circle Skirt Calculator here, and it will take you to this cool little circle skirt calculator, okay? So it says, we think circle skirts are the perfect, simple, and elegant dressmaking project, but we know we're not the only ones put off by the pesky sums involved. Well, no more. With our tool, you can now consider the circle skirt officially maths-free. Enjoy. So here it's asking you, would you like to work in inches or centimeters? And of course, you know, me being America, I've grown up on inches, so this is what I chose. And then it says, would you like to make a quarter, half, or full skirt? Okay, and it's going to give you different patterns later on after you look down there based on which skirt type you choose. So we're going to start with quarter, and that way I can show you the difference when it comes to full. Okay. And then I would like it to be a, let's just do the mini skirt, which says 20 inches on it, and then my waist is. So we're going to use the 26 like we did for the other example I did. We're going to choose it there in the little drop down, and here you can choose a quarter, half, or 3/4. So if you have a waist measurement that doesn't fall perfectly into those, I would round up to the nearest quarter inch if you're using inches, okay? And then click the little button that says do the maths please. So you click that, and then it gives you more information. It says your waist radius is gonna be 16 1/4 inch for the mini skirt. That's gonna be a quarter length skirt, okay? Fabric length required is gonna be 37 1/4 inch length, and it says, hooray, your skirt will fit on a standard 45-inch wide piece of fabric, okay? And then it gives you a little cutting diagram. So this is basically just showing you the, it's almost like a, not a cutting plan, but a layout, a pattern layout, like you'll see in your store-bought patterns, okay? So it's showing you, this is the selvage edge, this is the selvage edge down there. So you have one piece of fabric, one layer out like that, and then what you're going to do, you're going to come up to the corner of the fabric, and then you're going to draw your radius down. Now you can do this with a regular ruler, just as long as you're careful, and you can have 0 here, and then you can measure down the radius amount. So in this example, it would be 16 1/4. So you measure down here, 16 1/4, and then fabric length required. So it's going to be 37 1/4 here. So if you take 16 1/4 off of this, let's see, take the quarter off, that leaves you with nothing on the fraction part, and then this will leave you with, ooh, hold on, embarrassing myself, 21. And that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna give you enough or a little bit more than what you need to make your mini skirt, okay? So if you're using a ruler, just a regular ruler, you can use a tape measure for this too, and you can just pin the tape measure here and just make sure you measure down 16 1/4 worth for your radius. But if you're just using a ruler, you can place your ruler here. Let's pretend that let's pretend this is a ruler. So you can place your ruler there and measure out where you need to and just kind of make some little tack marks all the way around and then measure there as well. And the same thing for the length. You can do that. Now, it says our workings include seam allowances of 5/8 and hem allowances of 1 inch. So that is very important to remember when you're making your skirt based off of the measurements that they give you here, okay? Just so you know, all results have been rounded to the nearest 1/4 inch or 1/2 of a centimeter, okay? And then at the bottom it says, so what do I do next? And it says, why attach your waistband and insert your visible zipper, of course. And so you can follow those links and it will take you here and it will show you how to do the perfect waistband there. Or you can click there and it will show you how to insert an invisible zipper. So those are very, very nice, helpful tutorials. And it shows you what supplies you're going to need and all that, and it goes through very nice close-up pictures. Yes, I love close-up pictures. So anyway, so you can follow all of that and figure out how to get your invisible zipper sewn very nicely if you don't know how to sew that. So we're going to get off of there and come back to this. So now something, I don't know if you noticed, this, well, I did mention it to you, but we're going to go back and talk about it for a second. Okay. From here, using all the information that they give us, they said that our workings include seam allowances of 5/8. So this being just a 1/4 skirt, this is the 1/4, so this is a whole skirt, okay? And this is going to be the only seam that we have, okay? So there's 5/8 seam allowance there, there's 5/8 seam allowance there, and then there's 5/8 around here where the waist is, and then there's going to be 1 inch at the bottom for the hem, okay? Now, personally, because it's a circle, or a type of a circle, and you have this big curved hem, I don't know how 1 inch would work really well, but this isn't my guide. Me personally, I would probably do a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 an inch or something like that, and just kind of do like a little roll hem, just because it's when you have something like this, you can see on the extreme version that this circumference is going to be way more than that circumference, and it works the same way even on smaller things. So if you measure that and then you measure 1 inch up from that, it's going to be much smaller, and so the part that you're trying to roll under is going to be bigger, and it's not going to sew down as well to the part that's higher up that you're going to be trying to sew it to. So that's something, another conversation for another day, just something to keep in mind. That's the only confusing thing that I noticed with this, but other than that, I think this is a perfect guide. But anyway, so we got 5/8 there, 5/8 there, 5/8 there, and then 1 inch at the bottom. And then, like I said, this is the whole skirt. So me personally, I would be putting my zipper in the back, so this is going to be my center back seam. And then, you know, of course, when you're actually sewing it, you need to find out how far down you're going to put your zipper and all the other stuff so you can sew the rest of it and leave that part open. What else? So now let's go look at another one real quick. So we looked at the 1/4. The 1/2, of course, is going to be a 1/2 of a skirt. And then if you click that, then you need to go down here and click do the maths, please, again. The radius shrank, if you notice, because we're not doing a whole skirt out of one little piece. Now we have more room to get the whole skirt that's going to go around you. So the radius can shrink a little bit. Now, if you look at this, you'll notice that you got selvage up there. Oop, let me zoom up. Okay. We got selvage up here, but we have a fold down here. And that's very important to pay attention to. So this is going to be one piece of fabric that's been folded. And so now you have your selvage up there, you have your fold down at the bottom, and then this side and the other side will be the whole complete skirt. Okay, so this is just a fold line, and your seam was going to be here. Of course, once again, I would put the seam as the back seam, the center back seam, and so this is going to have 5/8 there, and 5/8 here, and on the other side, and then 5/8 on the other piece of fabric. And you can kind of see here that they are showing it almost hard, like it's a piece of paper or something, but it's very clear. So I like that they did that. That's perfect. And so then, now let me show you what the full skirt pattern looks like, or pattern layout. So we click there on full, and then we go down here and do the maths, please, thank you. And then the waist radius has shrank again. So here we only have to go down 4 inches rather than the inches that we had to do on the other. But instead of just one, they've shown you how to place 2 skirts, or 2 pieces of a skirt. Okay. And when you're doing a full circle skirt and you only have a small piece of fabric, it's probably better to do 2 seams anyway. And so this is basically going to have you connecting 2 half skirts that are going to make a full circle skirt in the measurement that you need it. So once again, this is the selvage edge up there. This is going to be the fold down here, and then it's folded, of course. You're going to cut out them both, and you're going to connect them on the seams there. So we have 5/8 seams on both of those, 5/8 seams down there, and then it says that there's an inch seam or an inch hem at the bottom. Also duly noted here, and I'll look at the other one to see as well, but it says, hi there, just so you know, this skirt will not fit onto a standard 45-inch width fabric, so make sure you go for something with a 60-inch width. And that is very important to get your fabric stuff together ahead of time so that you don't end up disappointing yourself. So but anywho, and let's look at this half. I'm pretty sure the half skirt might tell you the same thing, but let's see. Do the maths. Yep. So on the half skirt as well, it says, just so you know, this won't fit onto a 45-inch width fabric. You need to make sure you get something that's 60 inches, okay? So anyway, other than that, I just wanted to do a quick video to show you the By Hand London site that one of my viewers named Half Left Dawn suggested, and how great it was, and it was very simple. So if you have any questions about this, maybe I went through it too fast and you saw something that you had a question about, please ask, and I will definitely make another video. Bye bye, have a great night. Thank you.